making any short. So did you understand whatever we have discussed yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
So how much confident you are?
Good enough, sir.
Okay, fine. So today we will be starting with the other activities. Once you will have this information, like, okay, you have a project plan, you have the team now. So when you will get to know what is your team size and who are the team members, what is your roles. So once you have this information, now at least you will understand. So the way we have the team, similarly, there will be the different modules, right? So for each module, there will be different like consultants will be working on that. Few will be from few will be the junior resource, senior consultant, associate consultant, like that for each module. Okay. So mm, fine. And also, you will get to know like who is working from the client location, who is working from the client location at client site, and who is there at the one file is opening. One more. There's some issue with my Excel. So once you have all this information, you will get to know who is your client, for which client you are working. So I've just taken the example of Tupperware. Okay, similarly, you will get to know like who is your client and for whom you are working. Okay. And you will have full of your team, or sometimes maybe only one two resource has onboarded to the project, and rest of the employees will join shortly from maybe next month, next week or next month. So initially, when we start, this is how 1 month, 2 month will go on like this, like discover phase, resource arrangement, then whatever the requirement they have. Based on that, we'll prepare our test system for the demonstration part. We'll prepare the like PPTs to present it to the client. So that is how it will go on. Okay. So once it is done, like now it will be starting like phase wise. So once you will have this project plan, now based on this project plan, now the like phases will start. So what are you doing in first phase, second phase, like that. Okay. So basically, when we start with, so total there are five, six phase. Okay. Discover phase, prepare phase, explore phase, and then realization phase, deploy phase, and run or go live. Earlier, we used to call it go live. We were not calling it as run. But when they implemented activate methodology, in spite of go live, they are calling it as run. But that is a go live only. Okay. So what are we doing here basically in the discover? So in the discover phase, we are trying to understand the scope of the system. Scope of the system means in S/4HANA, what are the scopes we have, and what are the functionalities or the capability we have in S/4HANA system from point of view. Similarly, FI team will be doing the same, SSD and other modules. Okay. And we will also identify or we will check the configuration, whatever it is needed to the customer to show them. Okay. And then we will like prepare some business case in the sense like suppose you will be knowing like your client belongs to which industry, right? So based on that industry, few data we will be creating for the demonstration part. That is what we are doing in the discover phase. Okay. Then in the prepare phase, when we start the prepare phase, here we get to know that okay, based on the requirement, how we will set up the system in standard. Here we are not going to do any customization and all. Okay. And basically in this phase, we officially the kickoff meeting happens. Kickoff meeting happens means when till prepare phase you will have the team with you, And within your team, now you'll get to know what is the role of each and every consultants. And when the kickoff meeting happens, so kickoff meeting means from our side and from the client side. So that is the first interaction with the client. So from client side, the business owners or the product owners or the HODs of the department, they will involve in the call, and we all will be there. So similarly, is for each and every module will have their own set of consultants, and then from their respective department, those HODs or the resources, this SMEs will be joining from the client side. Okay. So basically, in the kickoff meeting, formally, we are going to introduce ourselves. Client side, they will be introducing themselves, and what is their designation, and then we will get to know that if we need any information related to master data, procurement data, whom should we reach, and that is how the discussion will go on. And then in the we will be talking about this project plan, like this is what we are planning, and these many resources we have, and maybe all the resources will be there in that call, or maybe few will be joining later. So that is how the introduction will be done between the consultant team and the client team. Okay, so formal introduction will be done. That is what your prepare phase. So within discover phase, prepare phase, now you know your team members, you have uh, designed the system based on the standard configuration to showcase to the customer. Okay. And then till prepare discover phase and prepare phase is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now from explore phase, we start basically the requirement gathering part. So once this is done, so this activity, whatever I said, that will be taking 2 weeks of time or 1 week of time, whatever they will be finalizing. Okay. Then so in 2 weeks, that is the work you will be doing. You will be preparing PPTs, then system, then like meetings and all will be happening. After prepare phase, all the calls will be scheduled. Like when you are going to start the explore phase, before starting, suppose it is going to start from this days. So from these days, the explore phase will start. So meeting will be scheduled. In a week, there will be 5 calls or 2 calls or 3 calls, whatever it is decided. Based on that, the calls will be scheduled. So initially, it will be scheduled for 1 hour, then 2 hour, 3 hours also based on the requirements, based on the availability of the business users, basically. Okay. So here we are going to start the standard configuration we will be showing. So for example, now there is a call set up for enterprise structure. So this is the first part which we start. So when we start, we will have the PPTs as well. So in the PPT, first we will be showing like this is how, like these are the functionality we have in enterprise structure. We have plan, purchase organization, storage location, purchasing group, everything we will be discussing, and we'll explain and we'll showcase them in the PPT. And after that, we'll be showing them in the system. So maybe during this call, there will be a time for question and answer session. So maybe they can ask the question in between, or they can ask at the end of the presentation. So once we'll complete the presentation, they can ask the question. Either way, this depend on the meeting to meeting. But strongly we suggest that let us finish first, then we'll take your questions. But sometimes client will ask in between only, and if client is asking, you have to answer. You cannot say we'll take at the end unless until it is not conveyed, this message is not passed before starting the meeting. So when it is starting, we suppose we have completed the PPT presentation, then we have shown them in the system, like how can we create the plant, when we are creating the plant, or what are we going to mention there. We're showing them like we need to mention 4 digit of plant code, and maximum 4 digit is only allowed. Then below you are going to mention your description of the plant, location of the plant, factory calendar, and etc. So we are explaining everything. After that, they will have the questions now. So explore phase is basically where you are going to start your requirement gathering as well. So when I'm saying there will be 4, 5 of the resource who will be working in a project. So one person, project lead, will be talking mostly. There will be a person who will be like sharing the screen. So one person will share the screen, one person will present it. Now, what is the role of other resources? What they will be doing? Right? So maybe somebody will be responsible for making the notes. Whatever we will discuss with the client, that minutes of meeting. So MOM is called as minutes of meeting. So whatever we are discussing with the client, important points need to be noted. So if client is asking some question, are we are answering those questions or not? Whether we are answering those questions later. So what type of conversation has been done during the call? So those important notes we are going to maintain it as part of minutes of meeting. Okay. So once we have maintained all this, so now that is how you're basically starting your requirement gathering. So, and whenever you are going to start your requirement gathering, always you will have a standard business blueprint document from your previous projects. Okay. For example, this is your business blueprint document. In the business blueprint document, everything will be available here. Okay, this is how the standard business blueprint document which we are using. Okay. So everything will be there from the previous project. You will get it into your project. And here just you need to edit it based on the requirements which are getting changed. Because maybe the business blueprint which we are using from some construction industry. Now you are working for a pharma industry client. So those will be changed. Description and all will be same. Only what will be the changes? Like what are the plant they need, how many plants they have. So maybe now they are using only 10 plants. So what will be the plant code for each plant? What will be the description of the plant? Right? What is the plant address? So all this information we will be asking from the client. Similarly, we'll be asking from the storage location, purchase organization, and purchase group. So that is how one call goes. And in this call, a lot of questions will be asking from the client side. As maybe suppose the client has never used SAP, they don't know the concept of plant code. They're just calling the plant as plant one, plant two, or old plant, new plant, rubber plant, steel plant, like that they are calling. So we will be asking them that, okay, these are your description of the plant, but in SAP now for each plant, we need to mention the plant code. That is a mandatory and it is required to be maintained while creating a plant. We have to tell them clearly. Then client may ask, okay, if 4-digit code we are going to create, what will be that code? They can ask us. Then we will ask them that what is the code you are convenient with? 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, AB12, BC12, CD12, whatever, because plant can be created both the way. It can be alphanumeric combination, anything is possible. So we will ask them clearly. Then client may say that, okay, give us some time. We will like go through it and we will finalize it and we will come back. Because maybe instantly it is very difficult for them to finalize the plant code and to give it to us. So they'll be saying, okay, by end of the day today we will be sending, or because they also need to discuss with them within their departments, right? What code will be convenient to them. And that is how they will be finalizing. Maybe 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, whatever time they want to take. Let them take. So this is the first call. Now, once suppose call and all, everything is done. Then immediately after the call, within 10-15 minutes or within 1 hour, we need to share a we need to share. Basically, we need to drop a mail to the client that whatever we have discussed in the call. So that is what I was talking about. So MOM is your minutes of meeting. So in that minutes of meeting, you are going to mention like whatever we have discussed, whatever the points basically we have discussed. So in the one column, you will be writing like these are the topics we have covered. And for this topic, what is finalized, what is not finalized, what is decision made, which one is pending with your company, which is means from your side, or which is pending with what topic, what point is pending from the client side, and when they will hand over, and who will be the responsible person who will share the document. This information you need to mention in your MOM. And then you will drop a mail to the client that as we discussed in our call, these are the below MOM points. Please let us know if anything we have missed and you want us to add on that. Then client will go through that and somebody from their team will respond that it looks good, but I think we are missing this point. Please add it and share it back. Then again, we will share it. We will add that and share it back with them. And then they will confirm. So that is how one call confirmed. Okay. And client will also mention when they are going to send rest of the data on plant code and other details. It may take 1 day, 2 day. Okay, so within 1 day or within 2 days, you will have the requirement of the enterprise structure. We'll get to know how many plant they have, how many storage location they have for each plant, what is the code, what is the description, how many purchase department they have, or how many purchase group they have. This part is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is called your first activity when we start the explore phase with the first topic. Now, similarly, we will schedule all the calls. Now, who schedules the call? So, usually there will be a PMO team, Project Management Office team. So, they will be responsible for scheduling the call. So, when they will schedule the call, they will ask us. So, they will ask to the, like, suppose if they are going to schedule the call with between client and team, they will ask us, okay, if we are going to schedule it, so how much time it will take? Because they are not aware of it. So we'll be asking, okay, just schedule it for 1 hour or 2 hour. So in this 2 hour, they need to also share like what are we going to discuss. So in the first call, we have completed the enterprise structure. Then in the second meeting, we are going to start the master data. Now in master data, there are a lot of points we have, a lot of topics we have. So what are we going to discuss? So that we will be asking in that call. And it is very important to understand. Okay, so we will be asking this very much clearly. Okay, how much time we need to present it to the client. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then second meeting, second day or third day, it may be same like same day, first hour, 1 hour, second half, 2 hours. Maybe alternate day the calls will be there because the client also need to be available because we are available 100% and we will be working with them. But they are working for their current day-to-day activity as well, right? So they will be working on that. Along with that, they will be giving us their availability to discuss about all these requirements part. Okay, fine. After that, similarly, we will start with the master data. In master data now, material master, business partner, info record, source list, quota arrangement. So if suppose you have multiple topics, multiple days will or multiple hours will be scheduled accordingly. When we start the master data, sometime nowadays, if you are working with the big organizations, so there will be a separate data team. So data team will be responsible for all the data, all the mandatory data, all the optional fields, whatever it is being used in the SAP system. For example, now suppose when we are creating any plant. So when we are creating the plant, there are different fields we have, right? What is the plant field, plant description, name one, name two, factory calendar, then address of the plant. So when we are like mentioning the address of the plant in SAP, there are different fields we have: plant name, description, search name, then street name, then your PO box, state, region, country, like email address, everything will be getting over there. So who is going to means what data is required and what is optional? That is also we are going to discuss with the client. Similarly, when we are creating a material, so when we are creating a material in MM01, we have different views. And for each views, if you have seen, there are a lot of fields available. But are we using all those
Yes,
fields?
sir.
We are not using all those fields, right? So
There
out,
is some
hmm, go on. Yeah, you were asking something.
so there is some I mean मतलब उसमें थोड़ा मैंडेटरी फील्ड्स रहेगा, तो दे
कुछ
नो
ऑप्शनल रहेगा, कुछ मैंडेटरी रहेगा।
मैंडेटरी, हाँ सर।
तो वट
व्हाट
एवर,
एवर।
हाँ, तो उसमें से जो मैंडेटरी रहेगा वी विल बी फिलिंग दोस, द ऑप्शनल वंस वी आर नॉट फिलिंग इट। ठीक है, बट समटाइम्स अब क्लाइंट क्या करेगा, व्हेन वी विल बी शोइंग देम दैट दीज आर द मैंडेटरी फील्ड। सो यूजुअली व्हेन वी विल शो देम द सिस्टम, वहां पे हम लोग दिखाते हैं इसको कि विच वन इज मैंडेटरी, विच वन इज ऑप्शनल। ठीक है, समटाइम्स क्लाइंट बोलेगा कि ये जो ऑप्शनल है वी वांट दिस आल्सो टू बी मेक इट मैंडेटरी, तो हम लोग बोलेंगे ओके दैट्स फाइन। ओके, सो यहाँ पे वी आर डिस्कसिंग अलोंग विथ अस देयर विल बी सेपरेट डेटा टीम। सो डेटा टीम का काम ही रहेगा कि दे विल बी टेकिंग ऑल दिस information, so they will schedule a separate call with the client, and they will be asking, okay, these are the mandatory field, these are the optional field. So when we start requirement gathering, everything we will be covering: mandatory field, optional field, what data is required to be maintained while configuration, जो भी चाहिए, we will be maintaining everything in the system. And in that,
सर एमएम कंसल्टेंट्स मतलब एमएम का भी डेटा माइग्रेशन मतलब डेटा टीम के साथ ही ये करना पड़ेगा, मतलब दे विल बी दे विल बी दे विल बी डिस्कसिंग बिटवीन देम अबाउट द डेटा ऑफ द एमएम structure, right?
correct,
MM master data.
correct. So now suppose somebody is working there from the data team side. So sometimes क्या होता है कि from the data team they are not aware of SAP functionality. They are just working on different data in different projects. Or sometimes there will be a person who is aware of SAP MM and he is working from the data team. So it is very easy for us when somebody is knowing about MM and they are like taking the requirement for the data point of view. Otherwise, क्या होगा कि if suppose somebody is there from the data team and he has never worked in MM, he will not be understanding all this MM fields and all. So फिर वो क्या करेगा, data team will schedule a call with the MM team and they will
Okay.
understand, and then they will uh, go and schedule the call with the client, and then they will start asking them and maintain the fields.
तो सर दो चीजें, वन थिंग इज मास्टर डेटा और दूसरा थिंग फील्ड सेटिंग्स, राइट?
Hmm. Yes. So master data में भी we have separate topic. Like पहले material master का complete होगा. So in
राइट।
material master we have many views, right? So कौन सा view में कौन सा field mandatory होगा, कौन सा optional होगा, that they will finalize, and they will keep that data ready, because these are the field which will be help us at the time of cutover activity. कट ओवर एक्टिविटी में ये सब प्लान होगा कि ओके, जब अगर मटेरियल लोड होगा तो दीज आर द फील्ड वी रिक्वायर्ड टू बी मेंटेन्ड, दिस इंफॉर्मेशन इज नीडेड एट दैट टाइम। मटेरियल लोड होगा, वेंडर लोड होगा, फिर यू विल हैव द ट्रांजेक्शनल डेटा एज वेल, पीओ होगा, ओपन पीओस रहेगा। सो पीआरपीओ का जो भी फील्ड रहेगा, फॉर ईच एंड एवरी फील्ड वट एवर इट इज मैंडेटरी, ऑप्शनल, जो भी उसको रिक्वायर्ड होगा, वी विल बी मेंटेनिंग दोस।
ओके सर।
ठीक है, so this is your part of explore phase where you are going to discuss with the client. So जो भी schedule रहेगा based on your weekly timely based on the topics, enterprise structure हो गया, master data हो गया, then we will move to the like procurement side. Procurement में PR कैसे, how do we will create the PR, how will create the PO, how the PR will be approved, how the PO will be approved, फिर pricing कैसे होगा, output कैसे trigger होगा, how the inventory management will start, what are the different, how we will be doing the goods receipt, goods issue, physical inventory, transfer order, everything we will be discussing with the client. And that is how you will, and for each and every topic, each and every session, after each and every session, we need to drop a mail to the client as part of your MOM, minutes of meeting, and clearly we'll mention that these are the topics we have discussed. This is what the information we have, and the other information which is yet to be received from the client side. You clearly mention करना है, then you will have your data with you, and the same data you are going to mention in your business blueprint document as well. So when you will start business blueprint document, यहाँ पे parallelly your minutes of meeting, based on the minutes of meeting, you are getting confirmation from the client how many plant they have, whether they have 5 plant, 10 plant or 20 plant, whatever it is, और उसका description क्या है. Similarly, for each plant, how many storage location they have, what is the description of the storage location. Similarly, how many purchase department, what purchase organization they have, how many purchasing group they have, what is the description of purchasing group. Purchase group may we need to mention clearly that it is just a 3-digit code. Rest of the codes are like company code, plant, anyway, company code we are not discussing, but they will get to know. So plant ho gaya, storage location, purchase organization, everything is having 4-digit code, but purchase group is only 3-digit code. So that is how you are going to confirm everything and you will be getting your confirmation from the client. So this will go on till your time decided. For each topic, you're showing them into PPT, then in the system, then discussing with the client, then you're dropping mail as part of MOM, getting the confirmation, maintaining the data into business blueprint document. उसके बाद क्या होता है कि once you have completed the call and all everything has been done, then there will be a week of time which we are giving them, which they need to review this business blueprint document. So based on the document, we will be they will review it. So when we will start this business blueprint document, prior to that, we will have the information on their as is process as well. As is process means currently whatever what are they doing, how many plants they have, everything we will have. So based on the as is comparison, we will be preparing this business blueprint document. And after preparing this, we will share this document to the client for the review. So when they will review, they will check that during our call, whatever we have decided, like if they have 4 plant code is maintained or not, description is maintained or not. For each plant, how many storage location they have maintained and what storage location they have shared with them. So all these they will go through it. And in case if they have any doubt, they will come back to us. And they will be saying that this data also need to be updated in the business blueprint document. So that is how your business blueprint version will keep on changing. So for example, this is just a blueprint document version 1 you have created. In the second version, when you will be creating in the second version, अभी आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? You need to change that. So in version यहाँ पे you need to mention when are you going to change it, who has revised it, what is the description of that change. So in the existing BBP, in the existing blueprint document, what are the changes you have done? That is what you need to update over there. फिर उसके बाद क्या होगा? Again we will share it with the client. Then client will go through. Again, we will confirm that in the mail, whatever you have asked us to change, we have made the necessary changes. And now we have updated the latest one. Please go through it and confirm. Then again, they will go through it and they will confirm. So once it is confirmed, फिर अब क्या होगा कि we will get the confirmation. Confirmation means there will be approval from the client side. Mail में approval आएगा. So we'll get the approval, or it's kind of sign off. We call it as a sign off term. So once they will sign off, they will confirm, they will approve that business blueprint document is fine now. Whatever requirement we had, whatever standard requirement, whatever enhancement or the customization we required, everything is maintained in this document. So now we can go ahead and we can start our realization phase. So when we start the realization phase means you start your configuration. So how will you configure your system? Based on the business blueprint, based on the approved business blueprint document. Now that business blueprint document will be shared with all the team members in the team. अभी सबके पास होगा ये वाला final document. So they will go through it and they will understand it.
Sir, just a question. Sorry to interrupt.
Hmm.
सर ये एक्सप्लोर फेज जो है ये मतलब काइंड ऑफ डिजाइन फेज है ना, जो मतलब उनसे जो साइन ऑफ मिल जाएगा देन मतलब डिजाइनिंग का काम कब होगा, मतलब
Realization phase.
ये
Realization phase से एक्सप्लोर फेज में यू आर जस्ट टेकिंग द रिक्वायरमेंट गैदरिंग पार्ट. यहाँ पर रिक्वायरमेंट गैदरिंग
अच्छा
हो
अच्छा
गया. अभी रियलाइजेशन फेज से आपका सिस्टम डिजाइन, सिस्टम कॉन्फ़िगरेशन स्टार्ट होगा.
अच्छा, ओके ओके सर.
Okay? अब इस पे वट एवर टाइमिंग हैज बीन डिसाइडेड, वो टाइम पे यू हैव टू स्टार्ट योर कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. और कॉन्फ़िगरेशन के साथ साथ तो अगर कुछ एनहांसमेंट है, स्टैंडर्ड है, कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है, कस्टमाइजेशन है, वट एवर यू हैव, एवरीथिंग यू आर गोइंग टू do it within this time period. अब इसमें क्या होगा कि मे बी फर्स्ट मंडे टू थर्सडे जो भी आपने कॉन्फ़िगर किया है, फ्राइडे यू विल सेट अप अ कॉल विद द क्लाइंट एंड यू विल बी शोइंग देम दैट बेस्ड ऑन दैट, सो दैट क्लाइंट को भी पता चले कि आप क्या काम कर रहे हो, सो दे विल गेट टू नो दैट ओके इन 4 days दे हैव वर्कड ऑन दिस एंड दीज आर द कॉन्फ़िगरेशन दैट, सो इट इज इजी फॉर अस ऑल्सो कि चलो इन 1 week वी हैव completed this activity, these many configurations we have done, and now client is also happy कि चलो जो whatever we have decided discussed that we can see now in the system. We will
राइट सर।
not show them the configuration, but we will be showing them like this is the output, how it is. And they'll be saying, okay, that's fine. This is what we were expecting.
और सर वो जो राइसेप्स रहेंगे
हम्म,
उनका मतलब पैरेलली
काम
मतलब
चलती रहेगा वो। जो भी
सॉरी सर।
जो भी राइस सेफ होगा, एवरीथिंग विल बी डिसाइडेड, डिस्कस्ड होगा ड्यूरिंग दिस कॉल। तो उसके लिए सबके लिए एफएस डॉक्यूमेंट बनेगा,
ओके।
फंक्शनल स्पेसिफिकेशन बनेगा, वेदर दैट इज योर कस्टमाइजेशन या फिर एनहांसमेंट है या फिर कस्टमाइजेशन है, वट एवर इट इज।
एक्सप्लोर फेज में।
हाँ, एक्सप्लोर फेज में, बिकॉज एक्सप्लोर फेज में आपका सारा रिक्वायरमेंट गैदरिंग खत्म होगा। स्टैंडर्ड
ओके ओके सर।
कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, कस्टमाइजेशन, एनहांसमेंट, फिट गैप जो भी रहेगा सब कुछ खत्म होगा।
राइट सर।
ठीक है, वंस इट इज फाइन, मतलब बिजनेस ब्लूप्रिंट साइन ऑफ हो गया का मतलब है कि यू विल हैव ऑल दिस इंफॉर्मेशन जो भी स्टैंडर्ड है, कस्टमाइजेशन है, लाइक राइसेफ में जो जो एनहांसमेंट या कस्टमाइजेशन रिक्वायर्ड है, वो डॉक्यूमेंट्स आल्सो शुड गेट रेडी, दैट शुड बी सेंड टू द एबैपर। ये सारा कुछ, सो मैंने तो जस्ट एग्जांपल के लिए 5 week लिया है।
हम्म।
इट गोज टू लाइक 2 months 3 months।
हाँ सर, शेल में मैं वही बोलने वाला था। डिस्कवरी फेज इन्होंने 4 वीक्स का या टू टू वीक्स का 2 वीक्स का रखा था। देन प्रिपेयर फेज में भी 4 वीक्स, फिर एक्सप्लोर से सारे 6 6 8 8 वीक्स।
करेक्ट, सो इट इट टेक्स टाइम। सो जस्ट फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने लिया हुआ है, तो दैट इज, ये तो जस्ट खाली जुलाई में स्टार्ट करके मैंने नवंबर में खत्म कर दिया है।
राइट सर।
ठीक है, तो जब ये प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट होता है ये 2 years 3 years ऐसे चलता है, तो इनिशियली जब प्लान बनता है तो अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट ये बनता है। इतना तक क्लियर हो गया रियलाइजेशन तक?
हाँ सर जी।
यस सर।
Then we move to the deploy phase. So realization मतलब configuration खत्म. Once configuration is over, now you can start your testing activities. Testing activities में क्या होता है कि पहले we will check कि जो भी configuration हमने किया है, first of all ये सारा configuration कहाँ होता है? In development system. So once configuration is done, with the help of the transport request number, we will move all the configuration from development system to the quality system, and then we will test it in the quality system. आपका जो भी कॉन्फ़िगरेशन हुआ है वो सारा कॉन्फ़िगरेशन मूव होगा, देन वी विल बी डूइंग आवर टेस्टिंग इन टेस्ट सिस्टम और क्वालिटी सिस्टम। सो फर्स्ट वी विल बी डूइंग द एसआईटी। एसआईटी मीन सिस्टम इंटीग्रेशन टेस्टिंग। तो एमएमएफआई इंटीग्रेशन, एमएमएसडी इंटीग्रेशन, एमएमपीपी इंटीग्रेशन, एमएमईडब्ल्यूएम इंटीग्रेशन, जो भी इंटीग्रेटेड मॉड्यूल रहेगा उसके साथ इनिशियली हम लोग टेस्ट करेंगे बिफोर डूइंग इट विद द क्लाइंट। क्लाइंट के साथ करने से पहले हम लोग विद इन द टीम पहले कर लेते हैं, then we will schedule the call with the client and we will be showing them that हमने अभी configuration complete कर लिया है, each and every module has been done, now we are showing them as or set up a call for PMMFI integration call आज। So we'll be showing them if जब integration हो रहा है तो how it is working, how the accounting entries are generating, क्या क्या कौन सा account debit हो रहा है, कौन सा credit हो रहा है, we'll be discussing everything in that call। तो एक कॉल एमएमएफआई, एमएमएसडी, एमएमपीपी जो भी इंटीग्रेटेड मॉड्यूल होगा, एंड दैट इज हाउ इट विल बी फाइनलाइज। ये भी 1 week 2 week 3 week जो भी डिसाइडेड होगा। देन यूएटी रहेगा सिमिलरली, एसआईटी जैसे ही खत्म होगा देन यूएटी होगा। यूएटी इज यूजर एक्सेप्टेंस टेस्टिंग। नाउ यूजर विल बी डूइंग इट बाय देयर ओन, सो उससे पहले वी विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग देम द केटी कि आप कैसे उसको, जैसे सपोज अगर पीआर का करना है तो हाउ विल यू विल क्रिएट ए पीआर, what are the document type you will select, for what type of purchase what document type you will be select, what item category you will be selecting, right? फिर उसमें कैसे मटेरियल सेलेक्ट करना है, क्वांटिटी कैसे, डिलीवरी डेट, कौन सा फील्ड में क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन डालना है। सो वी विल बी इन्फॉर्मिंग एवरीथिंग टू देम एंड देन दे विल बी डूइंग इट। समटाइम्स क्या होता है, क्लाइंट बोलेगा कि यू डू इट ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ अस। ये भी होता है कभी कभी। क्लाइंट बोलेगा वी आर नॉट अवेलेबल नाउ, सो बेटर यू डू इट ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ अस, वी विल जस्ट ऑब्जर्व, विल गो थ्रू द रिकॉर्डिंग एंड वी विल डू इट लेटर। ऐसा भी होता है। बट वी ऑलवेज सजेस्ट कि हाँ, क्लाइंट शुड डू इट फर्स्ट। सो दैट इज हाउ योर SIT एंड UAT completed। उसके बाद द कट ओवर प्लान होता है, उसमें जो भी लेगेसी डेटा होता है, लाइक योर मास्टर डाटा, ट्रांजेक्शनल डाटा, जो भी ओपन PR, POs, GR, या फिर जो भी लाइक वेंडर मटेरियल्स जो भी लोड करना है, दैट वी विल बी डूइंग। एंड सब कुछ रेडी हो जाने के बाद एक गो लाइव का डेट होगा। दैट गो लाइव डेट विल बी डिसाइडेड एंड दैट डे विल बी द गो लाइव डेट। एंड देन उसके बाद जैसे ही वंस इट इज गो लाइव, हाइपर केयर सपोर्ट होता है फॉर 1 मंथ। सो विद इन 1 मंथ जो भी इश्यूज आएगा क्लाइंट को, वी विल बी टॉकिंग टू देम एंड देन वी विल सपोर्ट देम। उसके बाद वो इम्प्लीमेंटेशन खत्म, देन इट विल मूव टू द सपोर्ट। अब वो सपोर्ट प्रोजेक्ट में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है। देन बेस्ड ऑन द इंसिडेंट्स वी आर रिस्पॉन्डिंग टू देम। सो कभी कभी यूजर लॉग इन नहीं कर पाता है, कभी कभी दे आर नॉट एबल टू क्रिएट द PR, PO। इनिशियली लॉट ऑफ इश्यूज होता है उन लोगों को। ठीक है, एक काम करो, दिस
तो
कॉल
सर।
विल बी, ये कॉल अभी बंद हो जाएगा, ज्वाइन द
ओके ओके।
विद द सेम।
ऑलराइट।